Science Lesson 1. This lesson recaps on lots of information that you learned last year in Year 2. Your Do Now task is to name the scientific equipment that you see. You might remember using some of these in your science lessons last year. That's right, there's a measuring jug, a thermometer, a ruler, a magnet, a magnifying glass, and a battery. Here's a recall task about keeping active and staying fit. Why do we need to keep fit? What happens to our bodies when we exercise? And what different activities could we do to stay fit and healthy? Our learning objective for today's lesson is to answer a range of questions based on what we've already learned. We need to be able to read each question carefully, answer the questions in full sentences, and read our answers aloud. Here we look at groups of animals called carnivores, herbivores, and omnivores. Muhammad has put the animals into different categories. Is he right? And if not, where should the animals be? Remember, carnivores are animals that mostly eat meat. Herbivores are animals that only eat plants. And omnivores are animals that eat both plants and meat, like humans, for example. We can eat plants and meat. We can also group objects in different ways. Look carefully at the objects in these pictures. Can you think of any ways that we could group them? Maybe based on how they look or what they're made from? Silly materials. Do you think these things would work? An umbrella made from newspaper? Wellies made from jelly? A window made from cardboard? Or a chair made of wool? Why or why not would these work? And can you explain the reasons? Jake and Amira have just built this awesome snowman. Jake wants to put a coat on the snowman. Amira says this will make it melt quicker, but Jake thinks she's wrong. What do you think? Who do you agree with, and why? You learned about rolling. Which of these objects do you think would roll down a ramp? Which of them won't? Do you think maybe some would only roll down if you turned them in a certain way? Which ones? And why? The marble, the egg, will roll. The pencil and the cylinder will roll, but you have to turn them on their side in a certain way. The glasses, phone, spoon, and plastic brick won't roll. Why do you think this is so? Ashton was spending the day at the beach with his family. He wanted to build a sandcastle. The sand near the water was wet, but the sand further away from the sea was dry. Which sand would make the best sandcastle, and why? Think about a time when you've made a sandcastle. Did you make it with wet sand or dry sand? Wet sand makes better sandcastles because water sticks the little pieces of sand together.